Did we get new loading screens? Oh my god. I thought we were getting free Enigma. Oh my god, this was a jump scare. I care a lot about garments, but not everyone does. This doesn't make sense. It's a little gingerbread house. That's so cute. Come on. I want the gingerbread house. It's so good. I want it so bad, please. I'm begging. I hit record and I immediately have to cough. This happens way too frequently. You think I would just cough before I hit record. All right. Hello, friends and gamers. This video is going up much later than I would have liked it to. Also, yes, there's no sound in my game right now because I have to actually get in the game. We're gonna take a look at the new patch stuff for Reverse 1989 today. This is the first half stuff. I don't know how much longer is left of the first half, but with this half of the patch overlapping heavily with the holidays, it's just been a little crazy. It like overlapped with the Game Awards and then the holidays, and that was, woo. Did we get new loading screens? Oh my god, this is pretty. This is why I always, whenever we get a new patch, I always have to record my first reactions because like there's always something, recently especially, there's always something different in Reverse. All right, get that volume back up. You can tell the last time I logged in was to do dailies because my volume was off and it was on the second monitor. Okay, we are taking a look at, oh my god, I lost track of the patch numbers. 3.1 part 1 today. We will not be doing the Robuska kit review. That will be a separate video. I actually also still have to react the videos for Robuska, but I don't know if I'm going to be pulling. That is my child, but I don't know if I'm going to be pulling. I don't really know what her kit looks like. So that's what the point of the kit review is. And we'll get to that eventually. I just don't have time for it today because I do want to mention this before I actually get into the video. I am going to be taking some of my gacha games particularly and getting caught up with the story on my own time just because I've said this before, I can throw the story on the second monitor and then we'll talk about it after the fact. I'll probably take like notes while I'm going through it and we'll do a big yap video. I have like just recently today I was Christmas shopping and I got a Lego set for a family member because it was one they had been looking for like really hard and I finally found it. But I also got one for myself. So because they had one I wanted. So we'll probably do like a Legos and Yap situation for the story, but I am going to get caught up with the rest of the story, like the main story, not the event stuff, on my own time, as well as maybe some of the event stuff. Like the trade-off for that though is I want to upload the event content in a more timely manner, as well as once we get the new chapters, that will also go up in a more timely manner. So trade-off, I have to get caught up with story on my own time, which means there will not be dedicated videos for like chapters 3 onwards of the game, but the trade-off for that is that we'll be doing everything else more in real time. So I do have some backlogged stuff that will go up as I am needing to pull videos for my recording backlog, but that's the trade-off, guys. Trade-off. But I plan on doing that for Reverse 1999 and Honkai Star Rail specifically because they're turn-based games that I can put on my second monitor pretty easily. So that is the plan, but the patch type videos, those will not be changing. So we're going to take a look at all the new patch stuff, sans Robuska today, because Robuska gets her own video, but that's what we're going to do. Before we get started though, before we dig into this patch, I do still have to mention that while this particular video is not sponsored, I am a partnered creator with Blue Epoch and Reverse 1999 and will be receiving compensation for this video. Thank you! So let's get into it. Also, my model software all of a sudden just decided to be the main window, like it popped up over my OBS and it freaked me out because I was like, oh my god, what just happened? Okay, this is my second time logging in this month. It's just December is always a crazy month and I never think it's going to be a crazy month, but then like with the Game Awards and everything happening, it gets really crazy really fast. So I am a little bit late. But we did make it in eventually. So we have our Euphoria stuff here. If you are out of the loop, we'll go over the patch notes in a second, but the 2 Euphoria characters for 3.1 are Argus and a Knight. And then we also have, oh my god, I saw people like beefing with this pop-up because there's the claim button right here and then Enigma is also right here. My box is covering it, but Enigma's character model is right here. And I saw multiple people on social media being like, I thought we were getting free Enigma. Oh my god, this was a jump scare. And you know, it did it to me too. I was like, claim, what? I think it's just Sharpadontes. But there is an update to, oh my god, what is it? Silver Building Safety Manual. Plain, oh, we get the effect display. Yes, so it is something related to the mouse. TLDR, the new game mode, which I'm blanking on the name of, it's like Storm Protocol something. We'll talk about it when we get to the patch notes in a second. But we have an updated version rerun of that during 3.1. And the prize is this effect display. And I was like, what is this? It looks like the mouse thing. Like, so if you click with the mouse, like I'm doing that right now, it looks like that, but I can't tell you what it actually is. That's exactly what it is, actually. So it's like a new mouse click effect. I do like how Blue Epic is playing around with different like prizes they can give players for these events, because we've gotten new like customization options for our skills in battle. And then there's also been like other weird, like they keep adding in little customization rewards. And I actually think that's a really good way to incentivize your players to play the events, because especially garments, not everyone cares about garments. I care a lot about garments, but not everyone does, you know? I would rather spend money on a garment than on a, like, just a bucket of clear drops to get a character, you know? I always am buying garments every single patch, which is, I actually don't know if we're going to buy garments this patch. I don't think there's any garments I'm on the lookout for. The Mercurial one is very nice, which we'll also take a look at in a second, but I don't have Mercuria currently, so I don't know if I'm going to pull. I think she's on rerun. We'll take a look at it. But I do think playing around with different customization options in-game is a really good way for a gacha game to give and incentivize players, like to give rewards and incentivize players to play a certain event and make it feel worth it without having to give out the paid currency. Because I know gacha games don't really like to give out the paid currency, like the clear drops and the pulls, you know, the currency that gets you the pulls. It switches it up a little bit. So we're going to claim that. And it is 10,000 Sharpadontes. I was right. We're not going to play that right now. That will get its own video. I do need to do my logins. Luckily, there's only 10, though. And there's 10 days. There's 10 days left. There's only 7 through the night part 1. And then we have the Christmas-themed login event. I actually think this started today. So I have the day 1 thing right here, which is 60 clear drops. And yeah, this started today. There is 12 days in total, the 12 days of Christmas technically, but it's not fully Christmas, you know? And then we have right here is that garment from Mercuria that I was talking about, which we will take a look at. We also have our new tarot card garment, which is for a knight. And this one is the Judgment Tarot card. I believe in the trailer reaction, I was confused what tarot card the knight's garment was inspired by, because I say this every time, but if you're new here, hi. Every single one of the tarot card garments are actually inspired by real tarot cards. They each are one of the major arcana. And yes, it's not lost on me that it's called arcana and we have tarot cards, okay? It's not lost. But the Judgment is actually a real tarot card in the major arcana. And when we were looking at the thing, I was like, oh, he's a knight with a sword. That's an actual minor arcana tarot card, the Knight of Swords. And I was like, this looks like it should be that, but they're not doing it based on the minor arcana. They're doing it based off the major. So this doesn't make sense, but it's Judgment. Yeah, I mean, this is a beautiful tarot card garment. It's not my favorite. I still think my favorite, the award for my favorite that is currently released on global servers still goes to Semmelweis, which you could see I still have Semmelweis on my login screen. I really like her tarot card garment, but this one is actually still beautiful and it's actually quite nice. I believe I have a knight. I don't use my knight, but I might battle pass. I might get the lower tier battle pass just to get this garment because it is stunning. I really do like the tarot card garments though. I love a tarot card illustration in real life, so not surprising. The Evergreen Soul for a knight, very nice. With this, you just need to unlock either tier of the battle pass. So the lower tier one is usually actually the one I get. I didn't get the higher tier battle pass unlock until last patch, actually, because I also wanted the profile avatar that came with that as well, because I really like that as too. Now we're going to go through all the stuff here. We have our Covenant of the Water banner that will go until the 4th of January. So that is currently open. It just opened, and this is a rerun banner, colloquially known as a scam banner within the Reverse 1999 community. Essentially, anything that isn't the limited banner or the standard is kind of called a scam banner. There was a very long time where I was trying to figure out which one particularly is the scam banner. I'm pretty sure it's just everything that's not limited or standard. We'll get to the banners in a second, but my general recommendation here, don't pull in the scam banners unless you really want a specific character. Thank you. Because all of these characters you can get by losing a 50-50 in-game. Fun fact. Then we have the Midnight Flutist, which is Robuscus banner, 6-star mineral character. This goes until the 1st of January, so there is still a good amount of time there. We have yearly bookmarks, the Nightmare's Carol garment for Mercurio, which we'll get into once we get into the shop stuff. More shop stuff. We have our patch notes here, so let us dig in. First of all, we have the Midnight Whistle event. This is our flagship event for the patch. This wasn't the Christmas winter holiday event from the Chinese server. For those of you who don't know, the Chinese server of Reverse 1999 is like a patch or two ahead of us at this point, I think. So they get things like 4 months or 3-4 months before we do. Yeah, that makes sense in my brain, I think. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Probably closer to like 3. Yeah, it's probably around 3. Anyways, so we were supposed to get this if we were all on the same page. We were supposed to get this a couple months ago, but we still got the Mercuria garment, the Christmas Mercuria garment. Anyways, we have spooky Christmas holiday. And you know what? Reverse really knocks out a spooky event, so I'll take it. We have the Midnight Whistle. This goes until almost the very end of the patch. Story mode ends on the 19th of January with the shop closing on the 22nd, the 22nd being the official last day of the patch, so make sure you get that in. In a worst case scenario though, if you do not get it finished in this patch, a couple patches from now, so I think maybe like 6 months down the road-ish, they will rerun the flagship event, and then if you don't get it done when it's rerun, you can unlock it with film canisters after that patch. So it will come back. This is not like an event that won't come back. Like the Assassin's Creed collaboration event, we're probably never going to see that again. Blue Epoch just doesn't have the IP rights for long enough, and that's fine. The Midnight Whistle, though, is not that. It will come back eventually. We then have the Midnight Express. This also closes on the 19th. This is going to be the checklist, to-do list type event that gives you the Iron Hearts of the Danube. I think that's how you say that. For the shop, which is then the dining car. This closes on the 22nd with the end of the patch. And the main rewards, particularly the ones we're looking out for in here, are the 6-star Psy Cube, the Wandering Improviser, which was most likely going to be Robusca's best in slot. We have Unilogs, we have part of the Way Here and Back Island set, and that's probably what you're looking out for. A Shadow's Wait then is going to be Robusca's character story. This is closing on January 1st. I am going to try to speed run getting these videos out during the patch going forward, which is why I want to do the main story and stuff I'm behind on my own time, just because to kind of get caught up with things. Like I said, trade-off. But Robusca's character story goes until the 1st of January, so I would try to finish that before the end of the year. After that, though, we'll talk about this more in the second half of the patch with Corvus. Her character story is going to be opening on January 1st and then closing on the 22nd of January with the end of the patch. We have our new characters, Robusca. Both characters will be added to the standard pool as of 3.4, so 3 patches from now. And that is usually around when, if we are going to get a rerun for the flagship event, it will also be happening around that time, most likely. So if you are like spent after the last couple of limited patches we had and you want to wait on Robusca and Corvus, you can do that. They'll be coming back in a couple patches. We then have Through the Silverlit Night, parts 1 and 2 are login events. Evergreens and Ribbons then is the login event for the winter holiday that ends on the 8th of January. How many days is that in particular? I'm actually going to count that out because there's 12 days for it and you might have to log in for like all of those. You have like a couple of days of wiggle room in there, but not much. You have maybe like a week-ish. So that's actually not bad, but you need to log in for most of the days. Even if you don't do your dailies, just log in and grab the Evergreens and Ribbons rewards. I'm not quite sure what each reward is because it is locked, but it looks like it's just clear drops and mats. And then there is a building. There is a wilderness building here as well. So not the end of the world, but like, it's a little gingerbread house. That's so cute. Come on. I want the gingerbread house. We also, quality of life update, got the cellular activity increase, the cap increase by 40. And then also we have the Procrasma Candy Machine, which, as it reads on the banner, converts excess cellular activity into Procrasma Sweets. And each one restores 60 cellular activity. So we have we have a really good quality of life update, especially if you don't log in for periods of time like I do. It's good to have. I think even if you're somebody who does log in almost every day, it is good to have like a fail-safe system of like, oh, I didn't log in for 3 days because I had a family emergency or something. You don't have to worry about your points. You can worry about your real-life responsibilities. With this, though, we will take a look a little bit closer at the details here. After the version 3.1 update, your cellular activity cap will be increased and fully restored. If your current activity is below the new cap, it will be restored to the new cap. So if you were at like, oh god, I don't even remember what the old cap was, because I don't even know if I'm fully at the old cap. But like if you were like 10 below, they're just gonna bump you up immediately. If your current cellular activity exceeds the new cap, the excess will remain, no loss will occur. So if you like had unused sweets or something that just kind of rolled over into your cells, those are fine. The max cap of overflow, this also includes overflow, goes from 1200 to 1600. So again, if you just have a bunch of candies expire all at once, you do get to keep a little bit more of that. We also have then the candy machine. Producing Procrasma sweets takes time. The countdown only progresses when your cellular activity reaches or exceeds the cap. Once the timer reaches 0, a completed Procrasma sweet will be added to your warehouse. Each sweet crafted by the machine restores 60 cellular activity and expires 7 days later at 5 o'clock. If it expires, it will be automatically consumed to restore cellular activity. And then that new cap is 1600. So cool. I just think this is a good thing to have really in any gacha game, quite frankly. It's not even a gacha game specific thing, but like live service games that kind of utilize that mechanic of like a stamina. I just think having a backup thing there for if it caps is just really good to have in any game. New wilderness feature as well, another quality of life bit here. This I don't know as much about. The dream well, yes. Once the dream well is unlocked, carbuncles in the wilderness can explore the well. After a period of time, they will return with treasures from within, which you can redeem using jig-jog coins. So this is also something you can do with friends and all that jazz. We then have the Euphoria updates, like I brought up earlier, for a night in Argus, so this really is a night's patch. Reveries in the Rain has an update. If that concerns you, you like your end game, there's an update there. Then there's the Euphoria bit, the login thing. If you log in during the patch, you get Euphoria rewards for the new characters. Yippee. Bottomless Depths, again, if you're end game, that is for you. Roaring Reverie, this is the paid battle pass thing, yes. Pre-Storm Protocol then, that was the name of the event. Couldn't remember. We have a rerun of this with some new additions. This will be going till the end of the patch, but it did just open. Interestingly enough, though, in order to do Pre-Storm Protocol this time, you have to have finished Chapter 3. Last time, there was not this eligibility requirement, or at least it wasn't Chapter 3. So I will have to be doing Chapter 3 on my own time, which is exactly why I'm recording this video right now, so I can go do Chapter 3 after we finish recording here. So with this one, if you were tuned in for the previous iteration of Pre-Storm Protocol, it looks like this requires you to have done that to get the full lore bit here. So 1 month after Ulrich submitted his report on the Pre-Storm Protocol to the higher-ups, Laplace experienced a massive linguistic breakdown. That doesn't sound good. The cause is soon revealed. Musai 3's collection had been stolen, causing malfunctions in the toy box and widespread disorder outside. Enigma, Ulrich, and others are tasked with re-entering the box to recover the stolen items and restore order to Laplace. So, a little bit of a different introduction. And then the updates to it include new exploration maps and events, new terrains and vehicles, new faction buildings and rewards, and new loadouts, as well as streamlined resources and functions. So they just gave it a little bit of a polishing. And then the main rewards you're going to be going for is this Nox Aftershock, which is the new click customization. Personally, in terms of like in-game customization features, I think this is probably the one you need the least, like especially if you're playing on mobile. I don't know how frequently you click on mobile. Speaking of that, we do need to log in on mobile at some point, and that will come up. Oh, Puppet Arena is also being rerun starting on January 1st, but we'll talk about that in the second half video, if we get to doing a second half video, because last time I did not. I forgot. Also running right now is the anecdote for Necrologist. I will be trying to get this done in the next little bit of time here. This will be closing on the 1st of January, but it is open right now. And the intro for this one reads, time-worn photos hung in the dark room, ripples under a misty basin hold stories of the past ready to resurface once more. Can you recall those memories? Necrologist's anecdote is coming soon. And with this, we have a 5-star Psycube coming. Then there's an update for the War Room. This is an ongoing feature that they've added to Reverse 1999 as of 3.0. And basically, if you do stuff in the patch, if you log in, if you do dailies, you get rewards and stuff. We'll take a look at it in a second, but the rewards for this are really, it just looks like building mats, so nothing too crazy this time around. The Resonance Crystal set is obviously like cool, but I don't think it's like you absolutely need it. So it's not like last time we had the Psycube and I think maybe a garment even. Don't quote me. I know we at least had a Psycube, so this isn't as crazy. Mains Bulletin has an update that will be ending with the end of the patch on the 22nd. So if you're into that, go check it out. I will be doing Mains Bulletin, unfortunately. I started doing Mains Bulletin. I don't like it, but I'll do it. And Last Evenings on Earth is also getting that rerun. I believe we will try to do this in a timely manner, and I'll try to upload it in timely manner as well. Very excited that Last Evenings on Earth is getting that re-release, because I did mention this in the reaction video, but I was unable to do Last Evenings on Earth during its initial release because of the surgery I had earlier this year. It just kind of, I didn't really have time for it with everything else. I don't think it overlapped with my surgery particularly, but I think it was right before, and I was like getting things prepared and everything, so I just wasn't able to do it, which sucks because Barcarola has become one of my absolute favorite characters in game. That impromptu meta goes hard, so I'm really have been wanting to do Last Evenings on Earth, and we finally can. And I will be trying to do that like in a timely manner, but if I don't get to it, if you don't get to it before the 19th of January, because this will be opening on the 9th. So we'll talk about it a little bit more in that second half patch. As of 3.2, so the next patch, this will be going into the backlog. You can unlock it with film canisters and play it at your own leisure. And then again, this is an event we'll talk about a little bit more in the second half. Starting on the 15th of January, we have the introductory event for 3.2 Salut Paname. And this is basically just an introduction to 3.2 and the content for 3.2, as well as giving us clear drops and things. So it's a login event, it's nothing serious. After that, we have our banners, which we'll take a closer look at in a hot second, but we have Robuska's banner that ends on January 1st, like we already mentioned. She is running with Baby Blue and Click. The Corvus banner will be opening on January 1st and closing on the 22nd with the end of the patch, running alongside Satsuki and Sweetheart. I'm not going to talk about pull plans or anything right now, but we then have Ripples in the Water. This is going to be running the entire duration of the patch. Pull at your own discretion on this one. The characters available are Argus, A Knight, Eternity, Ezra, and Medicine Pocket. Yearning of the Water as well. Again, pull at your own discretion. We'll talk about this a little bit more in the second half patch. This is a rerun banner for some previous characters that are both, like, I think they're still very high tier supports in the game. So, pull at your own leisure, but this scam banner might actually be worth your time. This is going to end on the 14th of January, but it is a rerun for Kiparina and Aldith, which I might actually be pulling on that one. I really need Aldith. Also, there was the Aldith garment. I really wanted this patch, so we might buy that later on. Covenant of the Water, then, we saw earlier. This goes until January 4th, so this is only for this half of the patch, pretty much. The characters involved on the Golden Skein Part 1, so you do have to pick one half, essentially. But the first one half has Fatutu, Willow, Tuesday, Kakania, Windsong, Noir, Anli, Voyager, and Barcarola. And then the other half is Recoleta, Flitterpage, Simoes, Pickles, Argus, Jay, Glitien, Avila, and Marcus. Pull at your own discretion. This is a scam banner, but if you really want one of these characters, it might be worth your time. We have our jukebox. This closes on the 21st of January. This is our battle pass. If you know, you know. We have the garments, which we'll take a look at in a minute, but with the garments, they're available the entire patch. And we have the garment for Aldith, Windsong, and then the free garment goes to Cristallo, which can be obtained through Puppet Arena. We will be doing Puppet Arena at some point. We have our new Wilderness theme pack, The Way Here and Back. And then there's just new shop packs for days. So these are our banners. Mercurius banner does go, like I said, I'm pretty sure Mercurio is getting a rerun. This is open already and goes until the 30th of December, so the very end of the year. We have the Olive garment here, which again, this is one of my favorite garments released this year. Just barely got in there. Wind songs. We have the jukebox garment, shop stuff. We have the wilderness stuff, we have a scam banner, and we have the Discord community event for Main's Bulletin. That's everything. Oh, there is also the version merchandise. I don't want to talk about the version merch because there is this is an Ita bag. They're released an Ita bag and it's so good. I want it so bad, but they're still not shipping to the US and it makes me sad. I really like this purse, like a lot. Blue Upbuck, please. I'm begging. Okay, so that is all the patch stuff. We've finally gone through everything, which means we can take a look at stuff now. Also, my candies are going to expire in 10 hours, so I really need to get this video done. We have compensation clear drops. We have 180 for fixed issues and 300 for maintenance. So I'm going to hit claim all, and we get 480 in total. Okay. Oh, I got a level thing. Don't look at that. So let's open up that battle pass. I don't know if I'm going to get battle pass yet. I might think about it, because while I really like this garment, my thing is, if I don't use the character, I probably shouldn't get the garment, you know? So we will get our battle pass stuff there. Let me grab What are you here? Oh, this is a shop thing. Invitation from the other perspective. Ah, this is it. Yes. So this actually doesn't have a time limit. So this is a new, essentially, I guess it would be a quality of life feature added within this patch. So invitation from the other perspective is a permanent event recently added to Reverse 1999, wherein if you log in on both PC, either through the launcher or Steam, as well as on mobile, you can get rewards. So you get 10,000 Sherpadontes for logging in on mobile, 10,000 for logging in on Steam, 10,000 for logging in on PC. Again, whether that is through Steam or the launcher does not matter. I'm using the launcher, but if you log in on Steam, this still counts as PC. And if you log in on both, you get the special little back together portrait. So it has a little computer with 1999 on it, which is quite cute. I did download the app on my phone, but I have not logged in yet. So I'll probably just be doing this on my own time. But if you are concerned about it taking up too much storage on your phone, when I went to go download it, it took up it was less than 10 gigs it took up. I think it was like 6 gigs the game took up, which looking at other gacha games that take up at least 30 gigabytes or more of storage, peanuts. The amount of storage Reverse 1999 takes up on mobile is literal peanuts. I was in shock when I downloaded it, but it's just kind of been sitting on my phone, so I need to finish that. But yeah, make sure to do that. Again, there's no time limit, so if you're a mobile player that doesn't have a PC and you get a PC or a laptop or something in like 6 months, you can still do that event. So that is free real estate. Then we'll go over here, take a look at the War Room update. So we have our tactical telegram here, and this is where the update comes in. So we go to our search for scrolls. We have, oh, finish printing the current cipher first. So I did not finish the entire cipher from 3.0. So I guess you have to work on this one in order to get interesting. So we're going to see how that works as well now that we have a second patch with the War Room unlocked. So that would be an unfinished tasks here. So I guess I could, or is it deconstruction progress? Because the unfinished tasks, interesting. So basically you get these rewards from doing just like stuff in the patch. Like you do mains bulletin, Priestone protocol stuff. I think if you do the event as well. Yeah, Iron Hearts, if you spend Iron Hearts, if you do stage 13 and 19 in the Midnight Whistle, so you kind of have to finish the event for that one. And then also, if you look here, there is stuff from doing Corvus's character story. I'm not seeing rewards for doing... Oh, these are probably related to Robusca's character event right here. Yeah, so basically if you do the new stuff, you get stuff, essentially, is what it is. So there usually is stuff for doing dailies as well, but I'm not seeing it this time around, but I think it's because their awards don't go as crazy. So this is the Resonance Crystal set at level 48 because the rewards do circle over. So we go up to 62 now. So basically your progress does kind of save, essentially. So that's why we didn't get anything new, because we have this Psy Cube from last time. This was at level 28, but this you cannot lose, essentially. So last time I was like, I don't know who that goes to for best in slot, because it essentially is more so a general Psy Cube. So it's not really the end of the world. If you didn't get this, I fought for my life to get the Psy Cube last time. It doesn't go away. As you can see, I literally finished at level 29. I was like, all right, I'm done. So the unfinished tasks then, 800 cellular activity. I guess this is where they're putting the doing dailies rewards, because it's just cells. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so I do need to finish this cipher, the one from 3.0, before moving on to the next one, which is interesting. Okay, I see how that works. I do think the new rewards aren't anything crazy though, so if you don't have time to do everything in this patch, because it is the holiday season, don't go crazy over it. Don't stay up late to finish things the night of. Like, it's not that serious, basically, is what we're getting at here. So now that we've gone over a little bit of that housekeeping stuff, it is time to go to the bank. We're gonna take a look at the new shop stuff. With the teller machine, we have free things here. Maybe not. What do you want from me here? Because I'm not buying anything. I think that was it. That's all it wanted. Because endless supply is where we get the free weekly tribute. Thank you. I'll take my free real estate. Thank you. And that's it. All right. So then we go garment shop. This is the beautiful garment for Mercuria. It's so nice. They also have changed the UI for the garment shop, which I don't think they listed that out anywhere. It used to just have them like lined up, but they changed it and it looks much nicer because you get a nice big view of the garment. So this is the Christmas holiday garment for Mercuria, the Nightmare's Carol. It is creepy, and that is what Reverse 1999 does best. We then have a Feast of Imagery for Aleph. This is one of my favorite garments released in the game all year. I really, really like it. I really like it. I think it's really good. The thing about Reverse is they do so many garments for the female characters, and they do a very good job. So whenever we have like a male character, it's always a little bit like a, okay, is it gonna end up being like that meme of like the male gacha game character wearing like a t-shirt and jeans, whereas the female character is like a goddess? I will say, after like the recent J garment we got and then the Olive one, I do think Reverse is just good at doing garments for anyone at this point, because this is a really nice one. It's like simple, but I really like it. Okay, I really like it. Wind Songs, though, the Nightmare's Trespasser is also beautiful. I love everything about everything, okay? Also, we have a big cat in the background. That's fun. It's just, everything is so good. I love it. So then if we go Miracle Mart, what do we have in Miracle Mart? We have the new travel scrapbook theme, Snowy Night Express, which I actually do quite enjoy. I will say that. Then we have Silver Rose, the garment for Satsuki, which this is beautiful, quite frankly. And if you could use, it's nice. It is nice, but I don't want to spend. I might spend for Satsuki. I'm gonna think about that one. We'll get back to that at second half. We have the new portrait, A Snow-Covered Morning. I should probably be saying prices for these, yeah? So Snowy Night Express is 20% off right now. It is going to probably stay 20% off throughout the patch. And it is 600 glowing strands down from 750 and 880 clear drops down from 1,100. The Silver Rose garment for Satsuki is 1360 clear strands. The Snow-Covered Morning portrait is 20% off right now. It is 80 strands down from 100, or 120 clear drops down from 150. Festive Flare then is a little building, and that is 360 clear strands. So then for the rewards revisited, we have our free tickets. Don't mind if I do. We have Outside the Church, which is the garment for Miss Moisson. This is going to be 560 clear strands or 2,000 tickets. I might actually purchase that, not even gonna lie, because I do actually really like this garment. I don't use my Moisson, but I kind of want it. We then have the Roaming Portrait, which is 80 strands or 500 tickets. Festive Stand Building is going to be 360 strands or 1,200 tickets. And then we have some Insight Caskets over there. I think I might, because I have 12,000 tickets, and it is a nice garment. Oh, I like the details a lot. The little star things. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. All right, bombs away. We're using our tickets. Purchase. That's the first time I've actually bought something from the market there. Outside the church. It's really nice. Like, it's pretty. Get dressed. We are a team now, Miss Moisson. It's really pretty. I love like the stars motif. Look at my VTuber model. I love a good star and moon motif. And there's just the little stars, the little dangly stars. That's so pretty. I love it. So it's mine now. But that is the new stuff in the shop. As for the actual garments, I do have my eyes in this Olive garment, but I do not have any of these characters. So it's just not worth it for me right now, but fingers crossed. Lastly, real quick, we're going to take a look at the banners just to get a little bit of a, okay, I don't know why Melania shit popped up. Anyways, Robuska, this is her banner. We will do a full video for her. Then we have Covenant of the Water. We have Common Cues and Frenzy Nights, which is the Mercuria rerun. If you want that Christmas garment, you kind of got to pull on this one right now, which I might. I'm not sure. We'll figure out the proper pull plan, and I'll make that final decision in the upcoming patch kit video for Robuska, but I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. But I believe that is actually going to be it for this video, and we will take a look at the character stuff going forward. Like I said, I'm gonna let some voice finish. I don't know what. We actually probably should take a look at the Midnight Whistle page, yeah? I like totally would not have done that. We skip the cutscene because we already watched. If you're curious, the reaction video is up. Oh, this is so cool. They're getting more and more creative with what they do for the event pages. Pre-rendered cutscene. That was cool. That was cool, I will say. So we have our stuff over here. We have Pre-Storm Protocol. We have a Shadow's Weight, which is Robuska's character. Story, we'll do her survey in the kit video. Mains Bulletin, hello, Reveries in the Rain. We have Necrologist's Anecdote, and then everything else is locked still. So that's currently where we're at. Then Dining Car is the shop here. We have Wandering Improviser, which is Robuska's Psycube. As you can see, the Midnight Whistle cassette tape is also in here, as well as Silent Junction and Restful Graves 1 is the wilderness segments you can buy. They also did the tiered shop, and I love when they do the tiered shop because it just makes it so much more, it's so much more camp. So this one, my box is kind of covering it, but the top tier is called Midnight Special. Then we have Crimson Spirits and Unlimited Refills, because this is the stuff that isn't capped, basically. I think that's so fun. No, this is so cute. I love when they do shop tiers. It makes me so happy. And then, unfortunately, they don't have the to-do list here. So basically, if you want to access the to-do list to see what you have to do to get the points for the dining car, basically, my recommendation is, here's what I do. Loggerhead is just the character I'm building right now. So we're going to do this. Go here. Also, yeah, don't look at the fact that my thing isn't unlocked. Also, I can't see the checklist at all. Where'd it go? Where'd the checklist go? I don't know. Well, that's gonna be it for this video then, officially. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. I'm gonna go do some off-camera stories so we can get caught up and on top of things here. But, as always, I hope everyone is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world. Good luck on your Robuska pulls, or if you're saving for Corvus, good luck for her, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!